how contentious this succession plan would be, because on 6th, Dalai Lama celebrates his birthday, and I'm sure he's also again going to make an important announcement there.
Well, I think the question of the Dalai Lama's continuation is certainly a sensitive issue with the government of China. But I think as far as India is concerned, we have always said that the Dalai Lama is free to follow his religious activities. And we have drawn a distinction between the temporal and the spiritual activities of the Dalai Lama. And the Dalai Lama himself has given up all temporal power, and he's focusing only on his spiritual and religious role. So this is fully in keeping with what the government of India has always supported the Dalai Lama on. And he's not been bringing himself into any political situation at all. Now, on this count of his own spiritual role, the role of the next Dalai Lama, the 15th Dalai Lama, the Dalai Lama himself has been thinking about it, discussing it for decades now. And earlier on, he had even said, that I'm going to have to think about it. Should there be a Dalai Lama, the next 15th Dalai Lama or not? And we know that this is in their tradition, in the tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. It is the role of the current Dalai Lama to think and consider whether he is going to reincarnate if he feels that there is some unfinished work that needs to be done. And he had spoken about a process of consultation, and he had said that he would announce everything by his 90th birthday, which, as you know, the lunar calendar birthday was on Monday, and the official birthday is on Friday, and it's on the 6th of July. And I think that he's made it very clear that he has received detailed letters, views from all the Tibetan leaders around the world, including within mainland China, including in the central Tibetan administration, the government in exile, including from Buddhist leaders across every Asian country. He's mentioned the Russian Federation, he's mentioned Asia, countries of Asia, including India and other countries. And all of them have pleaded with him for the continuation of the Dalai Lama.
Okay.
And he's now declared his view that yes, the Dalai Lama will continue, and he will decide. It'll only be decided, as you said yourself, by the Guardian Fort Drunk Trust, which is the non-profit organization. So he has stated his views very clearly, that this will be a person outside China, outside mainland China, born in a free country. And at one time he even said it could be a lady, it could be a woman. So all these things. Then I think one has to respect his statement as relating to his religious and spiritual role as the head of Tibetan Buddhism. And I think in that sense, one has to look at his role and not at all in any political context.
Okay, Mr. Lekshe, thank you for joining me. Do you think that this entire process in future is going to be as simple as it sounds, without any complication?
See, we see storms coming, right? Because of China's interference in the unique Tibetan Buddhist traditions. China do not have any legitimate authority on this incarnation process, simply by the fact that they are the destroyer of the faiths. Over the last 70 years of Chinese occupation of Tibet, right, they have destroyed more than 6,000 monasteries, right? Tibetan monks and nuns who are the holder of the faiths were being killed, incarcerated, tortured, right? And even now, right, the Tibetan monks and nuns, if they're being caught possessing the photo of His Holiness Dalai Lama, they're being jailed and imprisoned and tortured. So therefore, see, we know that by the fact that through the traditions, through the old traditions which we have, His Holiness has the legitimate authority. He is the sole authority on the incarnation of His Holiness. But China persists that they have their own authority, but somehow they do not have any legitimate right on the incarnation of His Holiness Dalai Lama. By the fact that they don't have any traditions because they don't believe in religion, by the fact that they don't have any historical record which significantly proved or stated that they have the authority. They don't have. We had the 14th Dalai Lama till date, right? And throughout the 14, right, look at the present Dalai Lama. Did China have the control and authority on the incarnation of 14? Nowhere. it was not being used through the golden urn. China emphasized that all has to go through the golden urn. The 14th was not being chosen through the golden urn, not even have any influence of the Chinese authority. Look at the 13th, even, his predecessor. Right. So they
Okay.
were all being recognized through the unique Buddhist traditions. Right. Even now, His Holiness in today's
Okay.
statement, he stated that it has to go through the Buddhist traditions, and nobody has any role to play.